Let's talk about some recent Love After Lockup updates. First, starting off with Dylan. So a few weeks ago, I made a video reacting to this live that Dylan had did on May 20th, where he was pretty much fighting with Marissa, again, to no one's surprise. But they're sitting there going back and forth after Dylan claimed that he just spent like $60,000 on this new car, and he claims that Marissa was trying to steal his car from him. He called the police showed up, and the police was like, okay, what's your name? And he tried to tell the police that his name was Lewis. And shout out to Loco Coco McHufferton YSL on YouTube. They ended up getting the body cam footage of his arrest. I did share it to my community post. If you guys want to find the link and check it out, I highly recommend it. But apparently they showed up. They already knew who Dylan was because they've dealt with this man for so long. And I guess whenever Dylan originally called 911, the 911 operator recognized his voice too. And they're like, hey, yeah, this guy, Dylan Smith, he's got a warrant out for his arrest for a robbery charge. So when they showed up, they're like, yeah, what's your name? He was trying to say his name was Lewis and try to give them this fake name, fake birthday. And then they went to their car and confirmed that that was indeed Dylan. They compared some pictures. Then they walked up to him and they're like, yeah, we have a warrant out for your arrest for robbery. They placed him under arrest and Dylan went to jail. Dylan was only in jail for a few days before he ended up getting released from jail, but I'm curious what that robbery charge is for. I'm gonna definitely have to look into that. But in that body cam footage that was shared by Loco Coco, the police officers were looking at Marissa and Dylan, and they were talking about like how crazy they're looking. They're like, yeah, it kind of looks like they're geeked up. And then one officer pointed out the fact that they noticed track marks, needle marks all over Marissa, which that's just so sad in my opinion. Like, it was obvious that they're both using drugs, but the fact that they're now to that point where they're injecting drugs, and Marissa, who's been a model for years, is now injecting herself and has needle marks all over herself, that's scary. And honestly, like, if they don't get it together, I don't see them making it over the age of 40 at this rate. Knock on wood, I hope that's not what happens, but a lot of people in this type of lifestyle, you don't see them making it over the age of 40. If they do, then you definitely don't see them making it over the age of 50. And next, let's talk about Ashley. So Ashley, she was supposed to be doing this show on this network called Making Magic Network, where she was going to do a dating show where she's supposed to be in a house dating 20 single guys. Someone commented under Ashley's post and said, girl, these guys are going to be fighting to be on TV. No one ever really ends up with these people from these shows, but I wish you lots of luck. I really do, as everyone deserves real love. And Ashley said, that's what it's about. I don't really give a F about finding love. This is for exposure. And I know a lot of times these people just go on these shows for exposure, but at least try to convince people that it's real, because that just makes people not want to watch if you're admitting from the jump that it's fake. That's like if somebody was to come on Love After Lockup and say, oh yeah, before my season starts, everything you see is just fake. I'm just doing it for exposure. People aren't going to be interested to watch. And then after she announced that, not even a week later, she posted that she's no longer affiliated with Making Magic Media or Making Magic Network. She said the owner is a bitch and thinks that she can talk to me any type of way like I ain't that bitch. Her quality is shitty as F and she's not professional, and I literally have multiple networks willing to do my dating show and reality show. So don't worry, it's still happening, but sooner. Stay tuned, guys. Delete the Making Magic Network app. And I mean, this isn't looking very good on her part to be downing this network before she works with them. That's not going to make a lot of other networks too interested in working with her. But I'm very curious if she really has a new dating show like she claims. I don't know. Maybe her new man may not be for it, because I heard from a few different sources that Ashley's dating this new man. So she's been posting on Facebook, and she made this post on Facebook where she's like, yeah guys, so I had this bodyguard and I got it approved that he can stay with me 24/7. And she's trying to make it seem like this is a business deal, or like this, she got a bodyguard that she hired to keep with her 24/7 to make her feel safe. I don't know. But anyways, I had a few different people reach out to me who know her, and one of them knows her and the man that she's talking about, who is her bodyguard, and both of these people told me, nope, that person is not her bodyguard. this person's her new boyfriend. So apparently, allegedly, according to my sources, I was told that Ashley started dating this guy just recently that's like 8 years younger than her, and she's already moved him in with her and her kids. And I think the reason why she's saying bodyguard is because she doesn't want to make it look bad that she's already moved this new guy in with her kids already. But I mean, that's kind of why Ashley, I think, is the way she is, because when she goes through these breakups, she doesn't give herself no time to heal. She's just constantly looking for the next relationship to jump in, and then she just takes all her trauma that she has unhealed from one relationship to the next. And here she is and already has this new guy moved in with her when her and her baby daddy haven't even been broken up for a month. And I did hear from one of my sources that she did get her baby daddy locked up for a few days. I guess she ended up reporting a post that he made while they're together, because I guess when they got back together this last time when they went down to Florida and everything, she still had this restraining order on him that she never dropped. It's just crazy, because after a few weeks of dating people, most people haven't even introduced that new person to their kids yet, but Ashley's just straight up moved this whole dude in with her and her kids this early on, and things are moving pretty fast according to my sources. And now we have Taylor's sister Bobbie, and she gave birth to her first child, a little baby boy. So she said, me and Scott's bundle of joy is the cutest. We created someone special. And then Scott posted, our little man arrived at 2:47 a.m. He's healthy and thriving with all of his limbs and no deformities or extra chromosomes. Vitals are normal as well. I'm so happy about that. Bobbie has been clean, and I've also cut back tremendously on smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol. I did this for our son, and my baby girl had an easy birth with her first child. A few pushes, and our son was here. We'll be checking out Thursday morning and going home. We're getting married on June 6th of 2026, and I'm filming this on June 7th, so that must have meant that they got married yesterday. And he said, I'm so ready for this next chapter of my life, and I can't wait. And someone in my comments said this was the longest pregnancy they've ever heard of, and I will agree. It seems like Bobbie has been pregnant forever at this point before she finally gave birth, because I remember covering this several times that she's been pregnant the past year. But I'm glad she finally had her son. And then Taylor posted a picture, and she said, not obsessed with this picture, but I love my nephew. Bobbie and Scott had their son, and he's literally the cutest thing ever. Here's a picture with her and Bobbie's son. And then Alyssa, Chance's girlfriend, went and visited the baby at the hospital, appears, and they all got to have some quality time with their new family member. But that's pretty much it, guys. I have some other love after lockup updates I'm going to save for another video, so stay tuned for that. But let me know what you guys think about everything we talked about in this video in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.